Let's talk about this gearing up into the police state, this martial law being incrementally accelerated and ratcheted up here in the U.S. Webster, good to have you on.
Hello, Alex. How are you?
You bet. I should have. We're also carrying your new book, Obama, the Postmodern Coup. We have a few left. The first edition's almost sold out. The second is about to come out, but we have it available at Infowars.com. Webster, first, what you heard, CNN, it's not just the point of the martial law in the town, but the fact that they're just announcing it like it's a good thing and normal on national news.
I would recommend that we supplement awareness of everything that you've said, which of course is real and valid, with another dimension, which is not the top-down police state dictatorial totalitarian dimension, but the fascist dimension. And this is fundamentally different. This is a grassroots anti-authoritarian movement of goons, thugs, hooligans, and fervently idealistic students, a lot of them left liberals, lemmings, zombies, Kool-Aid drinkers, Manson cultists, Hare Krishnas, whatever you want to call it. That is the Obama campaign. The history of fascism indicates that a point is reached where the army, first of all, where the police are not enough to quell a mass upsurge. The army cannot be relied on because the history of rulers is that you send in a division and it goes over to the revolutionary side.
And you've got to bring in the youth brigades. You've got to give the petty masses petty power. And that's exactly, but my point is that we can blame this on Obama. I'm not saying he's good, Webster. The point is, going back at least 25 years, they've had a slow creep into getting citizens involved in the tattletale squads, into the enforcement squads. Now they're co-opting the environmental movement to be their enforcement squads. So you're absolutely right. My point is, you're saying Obama, and I agree, he's the figurehead for a very virulent form of this. But, going back to George Bush Sr., Bill Clinton, they've been setting up, McCain's called for youth brigades now. Go ahead.
I would just say that Obama is, if you look at the political landscape, there's only one political figure with a mass-based fascist movement, and that's Obama. McCain doesn't have one. Bush doesn't have one. It's a joke. Clinton doesn't have one. No other Democrat has one. I've just spent the weekend at the Puma convention here in Washington, D.C. This is the anti-Obama Democrats, and I think this is an extremely useful thing to fight Obama up to the time of the convention, to try to stop him at the convention, and if he gets the Democratic nomination, then to defeat him. I think it's a real distinction. History shows that there's a huge difference between just another bourgeois politician, no matter how bellicose, no matter how oppressive, no matter how corrupt, and something that gets you into fascism. With Obama, you've got something like a Green Corps, you've got a Homeland Security Corps, and you've got Al Gore's famous Green Army. So the difference is, one way the FBI comes and harasses you, or the kinds of things you were talking about. The other side is a gang of goons and thugs come and burn you out and kill you or lynch you or whatever it is. And the idea is that the police state gets popular cover, anti-authoritarian or even left or radical cover, out of the fact that you've got these Obama bots that are in action. I heard stories from people who had been in the Texas Democratic caucuses as well as the Iowa ones. The way that Obama won those caucuses is with intimidation, with threats, with locking the doors, with pushing people, beating them up in some cases, threatening to beat them up. And when you go to the Internet, people who have been blogging against Obama report that they are getting massive cyber warfare, denial of service attacks, attempts to overwhelm their cell phones, and so on down the line.
And then in Germany, they ordered the Germans to not allow any signs, pro or con, and the police did beat up people with signs and under Obama's orders.
Yes, right, and it's just amazing. So I would say you basically have two classes of